All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where big shots have been fired at the undisputed champion Devin Haney by Gervonta Tank Davis over recent reports about Devin Haney's rehydration for fights and the shocking amount of weight that it is reported that he puts on after the initial weigh-in, up to 24 pounds. Let's talk about what Gervonta Davis had to say about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division talking about an issue that is big in boxing, but has really been highlighted with Gervonta Tank Davis and the Ryan Garcia fight, and also some recent statements, at least statements that have re-aired recently that were made by Mauricio Sulaiman about Devin Haney and how much weight Devin Haney actually weighs when he fights in a lightweight fight. Now, before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. Really does matter, all the support that you give and the super thanks of videos like this. It really goes a long way to making sure that we're able to continue to do these videos. So thank you very much. But let's get into this. Two of the biggest names in the lightweight division are Gervonta Tank Davis and the undisputed champion, Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is the holders of all the major belts, the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO. Gervonta Davis has a fight coming up on April 22nd, right about 3 weeks from now, against Ryan Garcia at a catch weight of 136 pounds and with a rehydration clause of 146 pounds. So obviously, because this fight is so big, there's a lot of talk about rehydration clauses and all of that stuff. Well, aside from the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis issue, another one has arisen, and that is Devin Haney, and not a clause, but actually how much he weighs in the day after the official weigh-in for the fight that takes place for the championships that he has. And according to Mauricio Sulaiman, Devin Haney puts an additional 24 pounds of weight on between the day before weigh-in and the day of weigh-in, the unofficial day of weigh-in that is conducted by the WBC and the other sanctioning bodies. Now, before I get into it, though, let me make sure I explain that with the WBC, there is no rehydration limit if you're fighting for a WBC belt. So if you weigh 135 pounds and you make that weight, the next day you can weigh it 100 and you can weigh it 295 pounds as long as you make that weight. Now, obviously, that is an exaggeration about what is possible to happen, right? Because can't imagine that happening. However, there is a situation where people put on tremendous amounts of weight. And my understanding is that people typically put on somewhere between 10 and 15 pounds of weight after their initial weigh-in because, you rehydrate, you get salts back in your system, right? You're able to eat. So, you got a couple pounds of food that you may eat over the day, over the day and the next day. You got liquids that you put in. But to have a weigh-in and to put 24 pounds in is, from what I understand, extreme. Because what you basically have is you have a guy that is weighing in at 135 pounds, but the morning before the fight, what was a lightweight is now a middleweight, because 135 plus 24 is 159, and 159 pounds is legitimately a middleweight. And what the middleweights have to weigh in the 1970s, 60s, every time that there is a same day weigh-in, for all of the people that had same day weigh-ins at middleweight, up until in the early 1980s, they made it a day before weigh-in. Every one of those middleweights, like Carlos Monzon, Sugar Ray Robinson, Jake LaMotta, all those guys that weighed in and fought for the welterweight title had to weigh under 160 pounds the morning of the fight. So what Devin Haney is doing, and this is coming from Mauricio Sulaiman, so we know that it's true, is he's basically fighting as a middleweight. And I'm not sure if he puts on any additional weight after that same day weigh-in, the same day weigh-in, whether or not he puts, 2 or 3 more pounds on after that. There's a significant chance that Devin Haney could be walking into walking into 135 pounds fight weighing 160 plus pounds. And that is a huge amount. Now, Gervonta Davis responds to that and says, pretty sharp words, this no-knuckle, pillow-fisted rehydrates 24 pounds, basically coming in as a middleweight, and still can't give his opponents a nosebleed. Now, so Gervonta Davis is not ridiculing, he's ridiculing his punching power in there, but really looking at it like, man, dude, you sure do come in mighty heavy. So you know what that more than likely means. If Gervonta Davis is going to fight, if I'm sure a lot of people are going to fight Devin Haney if they had any leverage in the situation, which is to say, look, man, we need to fight under some rules, dude, when you don't really get that big. But it's just, that's just how, but it's not against the rules. So it is what it is. It does make a statement though, man. And I did a live stream about that earlier today where I took a poll and was like, do you think people need to weigh, how much do you think, should there be a limit on how much weight you can gain after the weigh-in when you walk into the ring, right? Is it fair for somebody to weigh in at 135 pounds, but to be fighting at 100 and just take it up a little further, say fight at 165 pounds, right? You're clearly making now I know it's not against the rules, but it is clearly making a mockery of that weight class and taking advantage of your capacity to drain yourself down that much. And also, people originally said, even though I knew this not to be true, I knew it was really about money, but that the reason that they did the day before weigh-in was so that, for fighters' health. But to peel 25 pounds, because he said 24 pounds, right? 25 pounds, to peel 25 pounds of water off your body the day before cannot be healthy whatsoever. And then to have a rehydration, to have you be able to blow up, that can't be healthy for the guy that's got to fight you, It's just really weird, man. I think that rule is very, very much exploited. But again, you can't say anything about Devin Haney do it because that's the rules, It's like they say, it's not weight bullying if you make the weight. If that's the only rule that they have. However, if somebody has the position to say, nah, I don't think I want to do that with you, right? And they say, hey, man, we need to go by the IBF rules, and I'll fight you as long as you guarantee me that, you're not going to come into that ring more than 15 pounds over that weight limit, right? Because it just seems to be so severe, man. It's almost like it's not even a real weight class. It's just something you hit well before the fight, and everybody knows you're coming in there with a massive size advantage. And that's clear, the size advantage that Devin Haney has over Lomachenko. Clear, just with them standing there, those guys look like they're 3 weight classes apart. Just standing there with clothes on. They do not look, that guy, if that's a 135 pounder, how is that a 135 pounder? You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is. It's not against the rules. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.